So now we will see how we can integrate or compile our code in Jenkins, like the CI part, continuous integration. So for that, I have created this repository called DevOps Bootcamp. And here you can see that I have this folder, Jenkins microservice hello. So if you look at the source code, it is a very simple Java application, which is just echoing hello from Java class. That's it. So it's a very simple, which has some test cases also. Here if you see, there is a test cases also, and it has a simple Java file as well. So this is a very simple Java application. And then I'm using pom.xml. So this is a Maven, so to compile the project and generate the jar file or war file out of it. So this is the pom.xml file, and it's a Spring Boot application. So I've added all the dependencies and the dependencies management and the plugins what is required for this particular project to be built. So I'm not going into the detail of this particular file, but yes, this is the Maven, and I will show you how it will get integrated with the Jenkins. So we have this. Now let's go to the Jenkins. So first thing, this is the Maven project. So if you go to manage Jenkins, y- so for the Maven projects, you really need Maven to be installed so that you can run the Maven commands. Locally, when you have to build it, you have to run mbn package, mbn compile. So in Jenkins also, when you are compiling your projects, you need Maven. So how you can download the Maven? So for that, if you go to tools, and here you can see there is a Maven installation. So here you can see there is a section called Maven installation, and here you have an option Maven and then install automatically. So you can select the version based on your application. I'm going with the latest one. So what does that mean? Next time whenever your job is running, that will use this particular Maven version, and we will be providing these details like Maven, so that it will point to this. So you really don't need to install anything on your Jenkins slave agents. It will just get downloaded on fly. So this is the first settings that you have to do. So now we will have this test projects, and then if you click on configure, so this was already there, restrict where this project can run, our slaves, your repository URL, and then now in the build step, so you will add the build step. You will select the Maven, so you can see that I'm getting this option to select, and the package. So in the Maven you have different goals like Maven compile test package. So I'm going with the package option, and that's it, right? I just want to build it and click on save, and then click on build now. So it will launch my Fargate task. It will run on the Fargate task, and then it will just uh, compile it successfully. So I can show you the one which I have ran it, and here this is how it looks like. So it is started on my Fargate instance, and then it did the checkout, and then it is just running the Maven package command, and at the end, if I go there, it says build success. It is successful. And in case of the time, like how much time it takes, so you can say that it just took 1 minute 49 seconds, which is pretty fast. And this one is also already started. So now this is how you can actually integrate your Maven project in Jenkins. You first need to configure the Maven installation and then just use it to compile the project. Now we will see how we can enable the automation here. So currently we are running the job manually. So now we will see how we can integrate it so that whenever I do the push to my GitHub repository, this Jenkins job will get auto trigger. So how we do that setup? So we'll learn how to integrate the GitHub webhook so that your Jenkins job will automatically get triggered. So go to your repository. So if you go to your repository, there is a settings, and then there is a webhook. So here, if you click on edit, or basically you have to add a new webhook, and this is the payload URL. So this is, you can see this is my uh, Jenkins instance IP 8080 port, and this is the GitHub webhook. This is the complete URL, and there is no SSL, so I'm just disabling that option. And which event you would like to trigger this webhook? So we just need the push event, and then that's it, update webhook. Just for the testing purpose, you can always just click on recent delivery and try to redeliver it. So then it will just test the connectivity whether it is working or not. So here you can see it passed successfully. So now to test it, what we will do, so just go there, or actually just click the readme file. So this is what you are basically editing your file. So I just edit it, commit to the main branch, and then let's see if it is triggered this project or not. So okay, so it will not work like this. It did not trigger it, you can see why. So if you have to click on, if you need to click on configure, and here you will see there is an option build trigger. So you need to say GitHub hook trigger for git scm polling. So when Jenkins receive your GitHub push hook, GitHub plugin will check to see it came from this, matches it, and it will trigger the job. So you have to click on this, select this option, and click on save. And now we'll edit it. So let's just click on edit and commit changes. Okay, so here you can see that as soon as I pushed it, it has triggered this job. So now this is running now, and I can show you here also. If you click on settings and go to webhooks, it says last delivery was successful, and you can see this particular push event where you will see this response, and the request was all the details. So in case of any issue happens, you are it's not able to click on, it's not able to trigger the Jenkins job, this is the place where you need to go and check it out if there is any issue or not. So now you can see that it has triggered the job and it will run. So here you can see the job is running, and you can also see it started by GitHub push. So this is how you actually set up the continuous integration through GitHub so that it will automatically trigger your Jenkins job.